And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Welcome, everyone, to Noche NBA. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the point guard. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Now, here's Bradley. James outside. Offensive rebound. Here's McGee. Some solid defense from Ayton. Oubre outside. Pass to Saric. Kicks it out to Rubio. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Well, if it's possible for a number 1 overall pick to go under the radar, then I think that's what you'd say about DeAndre Ayton last year. Doncic stole the headlines, certainly, but DeAndre Ayton had a big-time start to his career.
That one misses for Booker. And the numbers that Ayton put up as a rookie, very impressive.
Well, DeAndre Ayton said the lack of attention didn't bother him at all. This guy showed he can be a focal point on both ends, and he's only going to get better with more repetition.
Now, here's Ayton. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Green passes to Davis. Over Booker. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. It's stolen by Bradley. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. They get it again. Davis makes it off the glass.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg. If you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Phoenix shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Both free throws good from Booker. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Here's Booker, following the basket by LeBron James. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bradley. Here's Ayton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Bradley kicks to LeBron. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Oubre outside. Pass to Ayton. Saric trying to break free, and it's Ayton missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. And Davis throws it down.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
To the middle, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now, here's James. We saw him with 29 points last game. Now, Rubio. Saric outside. Here's Oubre. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. No good from Booker.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Green kicks to Bradley. James dishes to McGee. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Saric attacking, and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, you love seeing this, guys. When Saric is attacking those openings, he is such a dangerous offensive threat.
Here's James. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bounce pass, Rubio. Ayton against McGee. The baseline J. And the shot is long. Lakers leading by 6. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oubre against Bradley. Rubio the pass to Booker from deep 3-point range, and Davis pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now the pass to James. Shoots over Oubre, and it's LeBron missing. Suns trail by 6. Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by McGee. Pass to LeBron. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. James has got 12 points in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rubio with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Oubre. 5 to shoot. Ayton inside. Guarded by McGee. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Lakers leading by 8. It's Bradley on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Free throw good from Bradley.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Morris is checked in for Avery Bradley. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at Los Angeles. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Phoenix, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where the Suns are, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Carter, the pass to Jerome. Here's Baines. He's covered by Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Kaminsky, and he makes good on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. They're leading by 8. Morris outside. Pass to Howard. Baseline J on the way. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Baines. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kuzma against Bridges. And there's the pass to Rondo. Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard high flying as ever.
Suns trail by 12. Passes it to Baines. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Kaminsky. Over Morris. Kaminsky misses. And here are the Lakers. Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kaminsky with the bounce pass. Here's Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rondo finds Howard. Morris trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
That's good from Howard. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
And both free throws good for Howard.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Now here is Carter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. In the corner, it's Bridges. Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. 1:33 left in the first. Rondo looking over the floor. Teardrop shot. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bridges misses.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Caldwell Pope against Carter. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Bridges. Here's Jerome. Carter with the three. Tries to save it. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. The pass to Rondo. Inside. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Rondo. And it's 8 points for Dwight Howard.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Jerome, covered by Morris. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
To the left wing. Here's Kuzma. The shot, no good. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Howard. Caldwell Pope out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Caruso in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Lakers leading by 10. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Kuzma outside. Rondo kicks to Caruso. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Passes it to Bridges. Carter with it. Shot clock at 5. Kept alive. Here's Baines. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Baines has got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Caldwell Pope against Bridges. Pass to Kuzma. Over Carter. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Baines dishes to Carter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant, two-way big men in today's game.
And the Lakers with some changes. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. James comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. Good on the second free throw. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. James, the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. To stop the drought. Carter pulls it in. Suns trail by 7. He kicks it to Booker. On the wing, Johnson. Ayton trying to break free.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Booker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and fires. And he drops that one in. Booker's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. but they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ain't too good on the offensive end.
And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Rubio.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
Here's Caruso. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Howard, good.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Phoenix.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Johnson outside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And here comes the break. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And Howard with the stuff.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Rubio finds Saric. And here is Johnson. Pass to Booker. Over Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
The first one falls. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Now, here's LeBron. 14 points for him. Here's Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Davis has got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Rubio. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Here's Rubio following the basket by Anthony Davis. Count the basket. Saric has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Caruso. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre.
Come get it.
Booker outside. Oubre finds Booker to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Rubio misses. Lakers leading by 13. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And the Suns call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Howard. And it's Avery Bradley in for Alex Caruso. Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. There's the pass to Booker. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bradley dishes to LeBron.
I see him.
Morris against Ayton. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now here's Booker. He's got 8. Count that bucket. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Hey, watch bro.
LeBron kicks to Morris. Back to LeBron. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-6 run. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. 9th in assists, 16th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Now here's Oubre, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. No good from Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Danny Green is one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Makes it look easy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Rubio. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by LeBron.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch.
Wow, that was
down.
a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
Now here's Kaminsky. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Kicks it to Booker. Drops in the tray. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
James misses.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Passes to Rubio. Now here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. From downtown. That shot misses. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Davis. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Ayton, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Bradley kicks to LeBron. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Carter. Pass to Kaminsky. Booker outside. Fires the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for the Lakers.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And here's Booker following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caldwell Pope against Booker. And here is Bridges. His last outing, he had 8 points. Carter for 3, drills it from outside. Carter's got 7 points.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
James fires from way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge gap. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow a way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Suns trail by 21. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Ayton lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Boy, there's nothing the defense can do about that. DeAndre Ayton, locked in and focused, just goes right against quality defense.
Now here is Davis. Back to LeBron. And the layup is good. LeBron's got 20 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Lakers leading by 21. Right side, Bradley. Pass to LeBron. Davis down low, covered by Oubre. Booker trying to free himself up. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And here is James after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. Bradley finds McGee. Now here's James. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Rubio against Bradley. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Now Oubre. The pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the Suns get it back.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre Ayton is looking to score, he is a handful. Forces the defense into a compromising situation.
For Phoenix, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. First one falls for him. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices, and some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Rubio following the basket by LeBron James. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Rubio finds Booker. Saric outside. Here's Rubio. The three-pointer, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Davis gets it to go.
And Rondo is a dime dropper, one of the best passing point guards our game has ever seen.
Here's Rubio, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Now Ayton. He's got 5. Rubio looking around. From deep three-point range. And it's Rubio again missing. Lakers leading by 23. And the wide-open shot from Green. Goes back up. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green.
One shot.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Saric kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Booker the pass to Saric. Now Booker guarded by Kuzma. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Passes it to Davis. Over Johnson. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Kuzma. And that's 23 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Suns call time.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Devin Booker.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And the first one drops. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Davis. Booker with it. 13 points in the game. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
I think the improved strength, right? Devin Booker willing to take on the defender, and he wins out.
Outside Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in for Dario Saric. And so Rondo hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jerome passes to Baines. On the wing, Johnson buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Caruso. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And again, no good by the Lakers. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jerome, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That's good from Howard on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
Here's Jerome. Johnson kicks to Booker. The floater. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Booker's got 17.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
outside Rondo, and Davis throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Jerome. Out to the wing. And here's Booker from the arc. The offensive rebound, Baines. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Lakers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Caruso, the pass to Howard. And it goes down 2 points. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the inside. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And not a seasoned Doris that pops off the stat sheet, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Devin Booker. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Davis. Both free throws good from Bridges. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Caruso, no good on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Baines. Good work defensively by Morris.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Pass to Baines. He kicks it to Bridges. Here's Kaminsky. That one goes in. Kaminsky's got his third basket of the night.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Caldwell Pope outside. The pass to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. Clock at 6. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep. And Baines pulls it down. Well, Phoenix shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. Out to Carter. Lets it go from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. He's got 6.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here is Carter. He's got 7, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. You talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. LeBron comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Rubio against Morris. 4 on the clock. Count that one. And it's 7 points for Ricky Rubio.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
James outside. It's good.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 7. Out to Carter. Passes it to Kaminsky. Shoots over Kuzma. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Carter against James. From deep. Rebound by the Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And here's Rubio. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Avery Bradley is out there with Cook. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kicks to Morris. It's Bradley on the wing, defended by Carter. Lets it fly from 18. That one good for 2.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, Phoenix shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Kaminsky up top, covered by Morris. Caldwell-Pope against Bridges. Hits the three-point bomb. Arcobo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He's guarded closely. The 3 from Morris. It's good from long range.
Well, one of the more valuable things in basketball, bigs who can stretch the defense. Morris, one of those guys.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Carter, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. Dwars, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. Carter hits them both. Here is Cook. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's a Kobo. Back to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Diallo finds Carter. Oubre outside. 6 to shoot. Diallo the pass to Oubre. Carter with it. From deep. Phoenix no good that time either. Cook looking it over. Pass to Morris. Over Diallo. Again, the Lakers.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Carter, the pass to Oubre. And here's Diallo. Carter outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Over Cook. And the Suns miss again.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's a Kobo. And the pass to Diallo. He kicks to Carter. They get it back. Kobo goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Feeds to Kaminsky. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his third assist on the night.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here is Cook. Morris outside. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Carter dishes to Kaminsky. Up top, Diallo. Covered by Morris. Diallo kicks to Oubre. No good with the triple. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Cook, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Cook. Outside Bradley. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Passes it to a Kobo. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the the offensive glass. Does that continue?
That second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Los Angeles. Alex Caruso comes in for Avery Bradley. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The shot misses, and Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Jerome. Pass to Okobo. Here's Jerome. There's the triple. Rebounded by Dudley. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Johnson against Caldwell Pope. Johnson's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here is McGee, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Dishes it to Dudley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cook kicks to Caruso. And again, the Lakers no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Jerome. On target from 13 feet.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. The floater. The rebound by Johnson. Well, Phoenix shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Now the pass to Okobo. And here's Diallo. Over Cook. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got his first points of the game.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Cook, the pass to McGee. A baseline J hits the front of the rim and out. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Pass to Šarić. Rubio outside. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's James, and he banks in the layup. James has got 28.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out, Kevin.
Rubio against Bradley. Rubio outside. Pass to Okobo. The feed to Ayton. Shoots over McGee, and that one's good, Ayton.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dudley comes in for James. And Cook subbed in for Danny Green. Here's Jerome. Kicks it to Ayton. Here's Jerome. Clock at 4. Fires for 3. Here's Diallo. McGee with the block. They retain possession. Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Back to Cook. Outside Bradley. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. McGee's shot is off. The Suns shooting a meager 37% for the game. Johnson, the pass to Okobo. Now Diallo, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Kuzma, left side. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.